Alright guys, how's it going? We're going to go ahead and launch PaperTrails here from the shortcut icon. So once we launch PaperTrails, we're presented with the main login screen with the username and password. This username and password works from a locally stored database. Let's say you forgot your password. You can always enter your security question and your answer and go ahead and change your username and your password, or even change your security question. Go ahead and go back, and we're going to log into the main page of PaperTrails. So PaperTrails here, as you can see, has three main tabs: home, calendar, and data. Right now we're on the home tab, which shows us our sales last year, our transactions for last year, and our sales for today, and our total transactions for today. We can edit these sales for today. Let's say we made $500 and we had 6 transactions. These sales will be reflected on our weekly, monthly, and yearly goals. So let's say I wanted to set the weekly goal to, let's say, 800. Our monthly goal, I want to set it to, I want to make 5,000 this month. And our yearly goal, I want to set it at, let's say, 50,000. So we go ahead and hit save, and we can write a little note here: I made $500 today. And we go ahead and hit update changes. So you can see how our graph changes according to the sales that we put in today. So let's say we wanted to go to last year today and compare those sales. We can go ahead and hit this button, and we can see our last year's sales, and all these sales are editable and they will be stored on the locally stored database. So we can either go backwards or forwards in the days depending on which day you want to go on. And let's say you don't want to keep on clicking, you can always go down here, type in a certain date, and go ahead and go to that date. There we go. It took us to June 5th of 2015. So we go ahead and hit home again, and next, if we go here to our calendar tab, we can see that it brings up all the months of 2015 and the sales we have made this year and the total transactions we made this year. So let's go to April, because we're in April right now, and we can see that sales that we edited for the 18th have changed, and also it gives us the totals of the whole month. So if we go to, say, last year in July, which is one of the biggest months, this is where the sales would be at, where the sales would be pulled from the locally stored database. So we can see the total sales we made and the transactions as well. So as of now, we only have the sales for 2014 and some of 2015. So the next and last tab we have is the data tab. So we can go ahead and hit edit graph. So let's say we have a start date for the first day of the first month of 2015 up to the last day of that first month. So we want to see a bar graph of days of that month. So we go ahead and hit submit, and we hit sales. So it will show us 31 days and the sales that we have made, as well as transactions here. So let's say I wanted to compare it to last year, those 31 days compared to last year's 31 days in January. Go ahead and hit submit, and it'll bring up 2 bar graphs. As you can see, the one in red being 2015 and the one in blue being 2014. We can also see that for transactions as well. So we go ahead and hit edit graph again, and go ahead and hit a line graph. Maybe it's easier to see a line graph, and we want to see the weeklies. So we go ahead and do that, and it'll show you the weekly sales and, the average that you have, the trends that you're having in those weeks. So this is PaperTrails. Thank you very much.